first annual poster contest award ceremony. I would also like to give a special welcome to a few people in the audience this evening. We have Sarah Sneed, who is the Assistant Deputy County Administrator for Human Services. Thank you for coming, Sarah. And we also have Debbie Burcham, who is the Executive Director of the Chesterfield County Mental Health Services. And then one of my favorites is Dr. Parham Jabari. He is the Director of the Chesterfield County Health Department, and he's also the acting chair of the Safe Coalition at the present time. So welcome, distinguished guest. I appreciate that. So I want to do a few housekeeping items before I get started further. I've been instructed to let you all know that this is a beautiful facility, and we hope the community uses it. However, this evening, if you can stay on this side of the building and use the restrooms over here, if you're wanting to see the rest of the campus, if you can please contact them and make an appointment to do that, they would appreciate that. So thank you. I would like to let you know a little bit about SAFE. SAFE is actually a 501c3 nonprofit coalition, and our mission is to engage key community partners in working together to prevent and reduce substance abuse in Chesterfield County and surrounding areas. We're also very heavily involved at the state level and have some national partners as well. The way we prevent substance abuse in Chesterfield County is through various task forces, and we have several of those. We have a underage drinking task force that's been in existence for quite some time, and we have a drinking and driving prevention task force. We try to reduce alcohol-related crashes in our community and keep the roadways safe. We have a newly created Central Virginia Opioid and Heroin Prevention Task Force and a Central Virginia Marijuana Prevention Task Force. We have a Latino Coalition as well to try to help keep that population safe from substances. But the reason that we're here tonight is because of our Tobacco and Nicotine Task Force. We refer to it as the TNT. I like that new name. And I remember back in 2013, I believe it was, when TNT first got together and they held an alternative methods of tobacco use workshop. And that was what TNT was birthed out of, to my recollection. And since that time, it's been really rewarding to watch them. They've done environmental scans in the community where they're checking to see who the tobacco retailers are. And we've also done some public comment at the policy level as well. But at this point in time, I want to thank you for coming and for your participation in this poster contest. And I would like to turn it over and introduce to you Rebecca Campbell. She is the SAFE TNT member, and she's also a prevention services specialist at Chesterfield County Mental Health. And she's going to tell you a little bit more today about the contest and today's events, and especially the winners. So thank you.
Regina. My name is Rebecca Campbell, and as Regina said, I'm a prevention specialist with Chesterfield County Mental Health in the Prevention Services Division. And I'm a current member of the Tobacco and Nicotine Task Force, which was established in April of 2012. Will the other task force members please raise your hands so you can be recognized as well? Awesome. Thank you. So over the past 4 years, the task force has accomplished many projects within the community. We've sponsored the Emerging Forms of Tobacco, a cause for alert professional training. We've implemented youth-led store alert environmental scan projects to tobacco realtors. In the spring of 2014, the Child Safety Office Program worked with 2 VCU graduate students to enhance the 5th grade STEP program to include the emerging forms of tobacco. In July of 2014, we provided merchant education to over 20 retailers that sell tobacco products about a new law that made it illegal to sell electronic cigarettes and alternative nicotine devices to minors. We've collaborated with CFIT, which is Chesterfield County's employee wellness program, to implement Give Your Heart a Break, which is an adult tobacco cessation poster campaign. And in November of 2014, Tabasco task force members met with school personnel to obtain approval for the use of posters to promote the Great American Smokeout. And these posters were hung in the county elementary, middle, and high schools. In the spring and summer of 2015, we supported Chesterfield Mental Health's implementation of Counter Tools Retailer Verification Project, developing a list of tobacco retailers and electronic delivery system retailers in Chesterfield County. And additionally, we provided merchant education to these retailers as well. And most recently, in February, we held our very first Kick Butts Day campaign poster competition. And that's what we're all here to celebrate today. So Kick Butts Day is a program from the Campaign for Tobacco-Free Kids. This is a day of activism that empowers youth to stand up, speak up, and seize control against big tobacco at more than 1,000 events planned by independent organizers across the United States. This year, the Tobacco and Nicotine Task Force decided to hold a poster contest open to all Chesterfield County students in grades 6 through 10. We felt that this opportunity encouraged students to enhance their knowledge and provide a platform for them to use their voices creatively regarding the dangers of nicotine and tobacco use. The focus of this year's competition was on the use and dangers of electronic cigarettes. And these are also called the electronic nicotine delivery systems. So research has shown that electronic cigarette ads reach nearly 7 in 10 middle and high school students, and many of these ads use the same themes from cigarette ads that appeal to youth. We also know that e-cigarettes typically deliver nicotine, which at a young age may cause lasting harm to brain development, promote addiction, and lead to sustained tobacco use. Youth use of the e-cigarettes is on the rise and has become the most commonly used tobacco product among youth, surpassing conventional cigarettes. So for this event, we worked very closely with Anna Tierney, and she's the instructional specialist for health and PE teachers. We advertised for this contest at staff meetings, and we had teachers pass out flyers with attached registration forms and facts about electronic cigarettes. We also provided a training to middle and high school teachers to educate them on the effects of electronic cigarettes, as well as to provide more details about the poster competition. This event could not have taken place without the help and support of the task force, and I would also like to extend a special thank you to Jennifer Farrow, who organized and planned this event, and Tierney, and all the health and PE teachers here today. Without your support and hard work, this event could not have been the success that has been. So thank you so much. Before we move on to the award portion of the ceremony, we have a special guest speaker, and here to introduce him is Miss Melissa Ackley.
To introduce our guest speaker today, Daniel Safe1. Daniel has been the Director of Marketing for the Virginia Foundation for Healthy Youth for more than a decade, and has led the establishment of one of the premier youth engagement programs in the country. He is also responsible for numerous multimedia prevention campaigns, which have helped drive down the tobacco use rate among youth in Virginia by more than half. Daniel is an MBA recipient from Robert Morris University in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and a graduate of Virginia Commonwealth University. We're thrilled to have him with us today to provide some remarks to our poster winners.
I, of course, was thrilled, and then began to think, well, what should I speak about? And she said, well, just say something motivating to the teens there. And my first thought was, well, if she knew my inability to motivate the teens under my own roof, I think twice about having me try and motivate anyone, much less other teens. But no, I am extremely honored to be here with the award winners, and really because when you take a look at this issue, what you guys have done is this is extremely progressive work. From someone who's working in public health, we're struggling to know how to speak about e-cigarettes, but we clearly need to. It is, as Rebecca mentioned, we know now that youth in Virginia, in Chesterfield, and across the nation are using e-cigarettes more prevalently than regular cigarettes. And they do need to be referred to as M's. I shouldn't be calling them e-cigs, even though that's what everybody says. So it is electronic nicotine device delivery systems. So this covers the whole gamut of what you guys may see. This is hookah pens and the little e-cigarette rechargeable ones and the larger contraptions, the different boxes that they have. Go into a vape shop and learn about all the fun things that exist out there, because it is all covered. But what's impressive is that youth, you guys are actually speaking about this issue. We know that there are carcinogens in the vapor. It is not water vapor, it is an aerosol. We know this now. Carcinogens are what cause cancer. We know that these companies now are all owned by Big Tobacco, and they are following the same playbook in terms of marketing, distribution, flavoring, and other means for attracting new users. And we're talking about flavorings that number in the hundreds, and cotton candy and anything else you can imagine. This is all about attracting new users and attracting users to use a product that delivers nicotine, which we all know is addictive. This will potentially undo all of the great work that Clean and Door advocates and other tobacco advocates have done for decades and achieved in places, tobacco growing countries, communities like Virginia. And the last thing we want to do is see that undone. So to have youth working on this is incredibly impressive. And so, okay, maybe you're saying like, well, you're just saying that because because of you're here. No, actually, I have a ton of pride in Chesterfield County. I actually went to school here myself. I attended Monacan High School, Robius Middle School, Providence Middle School, Crestwood Elementary. So I have experienced a lot of Chesterfield County education. In fact, you can take pride in Chesterfield County in knowing that your county is serious about the health and safety of its youth. There are 132 localities in Virginia. Only 21 of them have 100% comprehensive tobacco-free school environments. Like right now, all that is required by Virginia law is that the main school building and school buses be tobacco-free. And that doesn't apply to visitors. Chesterfield County is one of those 21, which, and that includes ends, includes e-cigarettes as well. So Chesterfield County is 21 of 132 across the Commonwealth of Virginia that currently has 24/7 comprehensive 100% tobacco-free policy in place. You can thank your school board for that, for being progressive. Very proud of that. One thing that it did take Chesterfield County a while to catch up on, that still bothers me to this day, the 10-point grading scale. The 10-point grading scale. So if I played basketball for Monacan High School and could sink 8 of 10 foul shots, right? I would be one of the best foul shot shooters anywhere. Do you know what 80% got you in Chesterfield County in 1989? A D. That's right, a D. 80 got you a D. Look it up, it's true. All right, I got that off my chest. It's been bothering me for a long time. At least it's what it is now. And I am serious about that pride for Chesterfield County. I have 2 daughters who attend Monacan High School. They know nothing but public schools in Chesterfield County. So students know that your good work is backed up by an entity that truly cares about the safety and health of its youth. It's mentioned that I'm responsible for a youth engagement group in Virginia called Y Street, and we kind of learned the hard way back when, that if we don't involve youth in any of our efforts, it is not even close to as strong and as powerful as it can be. So over the years, we have done what we can to make sure that the youth voice has an active and strong role within our efforts. And I applaud Safe for providing that opportunity to these youth. But more than anything, we need to applaud these youth for putting your voice out there for something that you believe in. One of our first trainers was an advocate way back when on the Tales of the Truth campaign that Regina and I were just discussing. And so he was hired by us to train youth, but he wasn't far out of being a high school student himself. And so he was asked to speak at a national conference, and the topic was involving youth into your prevention efforts, making sure that you capture the youth voice. His name's Todd. He's a great guy. And so he's up, speaking to a room about 50 or 60 folks, and they're all teachers and folks who work with youth. And he's saying to them, you must involve youth. You must get the youth voice. Their voice will be received by other youth more strongly than any teacher or adult, unfortunately, because this is the time of their lives in which they are going to probably, not all, but probably many of them listen to their peers more than an adult. There will not be a teacher in school that is, say, cool enough, whatever that means, for those youth as their friends. And one of the teachers raised her hand and she said, that's true, but there's a teacher in our school and the kids really like him. He's really cool and he makes them laugh and they really like him and he's probably an exception. And Ty goes, no, he's not. And she goes, no. I mean, he's really cool and funny and the kids really like him. And he goes, no, they don't. Now what he meant was, he is cool, but the power of the youth voice will be tenfold over any teacher. And so to youth, continue to use your voice. Continue to speak out about things that you care about, particularly if it's things that make your community healthier. Because that is a beautiful thing, and your voice is stronger than you think. Because you have the ability to affect not only your peers, but adults that will help you achieve whatever you want. So please continue to speak out, continue to use your voice. It's an honor to say congratulations and thank you for what you've done.
Part that I've all been waiting for, the awards. So this first year has been such a great success. We've received 73 poster submissions. So for our first year, that is awesome. Thank you so much, and we're all amazing. So today we are acknowledging 7 students who had the most exemplary posters. And each prize that these winners have received have been generously donated from organizations within Chesterfield County. So it's really exciting. I'm going to start off with the high school winners. So in 3rd place, and if Ms. Zaluski would like to come up too. Awesome.
My 3rd and 2nd place winners do not arrive.
Okay, thank you. You said 3rd and 2nd? Okay. So in 1st place, we have DeAndre McEwen from Meadowbrook High School. DeAndre has won a package for Peak Experiences. You can come on up and received a package for Peak Experiences. There's jump passes for Sky Zone. We have an activity package for Iron Free Sports Park, an activity pack for Putt Putt Fun Center, and free ski passes for Ice Zone.
Ooh.
And you are also receiving a printed poster. Very good. Thank you so much.
Yes, I will.
So for middle school,
DJ, hold up here.
is Madison here today?
She is not.
Okay.
Say first, please.
Miss Canada, would you like to come up?
I can't see the sign.
Alright, so in third place, we have Timothy Grumblet from Rogius Middle School. Timothy has won a $10 gift certificate to Sweet Frog. Also included is an activity package for Iron Bridge Sports Park, an activity pack for Putt Putt Fun Center, and free seat passes for ISO. In second place, we have Ryan Cortez from Rogius Middle School. Ryan won a package for Winnie Hill Sports Complex, an activity package for Iron Bridge Sports Park, an activity pack for Putt Putt Fun Center, and free skate passes for ISO. Congratulations. And in first place, Ms. Dunville, will you come up to the stage? Yes. Thank you so much. In first place, we have Mr. Gabriel Sparks from Etobicoke Middle School. Gabriel has won a package for peak experiences, jump passes for Sky Zone, an activity package for Iron Bridge Sports Park, an activity pack for Putt Putt Fun Center, and free skate passes for Ice Zone. Congratulations. Wonderful job. This concludes the awards portion of tonight's ceremony. Y'all may please help yourself to cupcakes and fruits and drinks over in the refreshment area. Thank you all so much for attending our very first poster award ceremony. Please enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you.
Yeah, this is more fun.
That's cool. We've done that. That's awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Are you in the maid person? Awesome. That's great.
Yes, very proud.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.